to my channel, and an especially big welcome and thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me here. It's such an honor to have you on board. Thank you. So today I wanted to talk about tips for building your capsule wardrobe. And the reason that I think I am qualified to talk about this is simply because of the sheer amount of mistakes that I have made. I always used to be someone who would just go into a sale, and if there was something that fit and was, ideally less than £10, that would be the dream, then I would buy it. It doesn't matter what the colour was, it doesn't matter what the pattern was like, or what the fit was particularly like. If it was in my size and I liked it a bit and it was cheap, then I would buy it. And this is how I came to own so many things. I owned so many clothes, and they were all cheap, nonsense, horrible things that I never actually wore. But now I have a capsule wardrobe of things that I wear all of the time. I'm never stuck for an outfit. I always know what I'm going to wear. And it just makes life so much simpler, because I remember stressing about it as well. I was always very, I always felt like I had nothing to wear because I didn't feel good in any of the clothes I owned. So that's one of the benefits of a capsule wardrobe, is those clothes are going to make you feel good because you've put proper thought into choosing them. And as a little disclaimer as well, I just want to say that, you wear what you want to wear. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anyone else. If there's something that you want to wear, you wear it. These are just sort of things that I have learned over the past few years. It's nothing to do with, this is right and then there is wrong. When it comes to wearing clothes, all you're doing is, just covering yourself up is all you're doing. You are just hiding your naked flesh from the world, and you can do that in any way that you choose. So here are my top tips for building your capsule wardrobe. So the first one is, if you've gone through any sort of decluttering process, then rather than just thinking about things in the case of things that you wear, things that you don't wear, declutter the things that you don't wear, really try and think about why you were getting rid of the things that you don't wear anymore. What is it about those items that causes you to not wear it anymore? So it could be that, it's a little bit too fitted on the arms, or, the pattern might be a little bit too brash for you, maybe you don't like the colour. There'll be something about the items that you get rid of that can inform your decisions for what you actually buy later on. They're going to teach you about what you like and what you dislike about clothes. And if you haven't decluttered your clothes and you don't intend on decluttering your clothes, then have a little look at your existing wardrobe and just have a think about which are your favourite clothes. Like, take them out and have a little look at them and try and decide what it is about those items that makes them your favourite clothes. Then you can start to compile a list of things that you like in your clothes and things that you dislike in your clothes. So for me, I had a lot of tops that were quite low cut, and I never felt comfortable wearing them, so I got rid of them all. So now I know that I shouldn't buy anything low cut. I used to have like one sleeve things and halter necks and things that were just really uncomfortable to wear with a bra, and I would never wear them either. So anything that I can't wear my nice normal t-shirt bra with, get rid of those, because I'm not going to wear them, they're too uncomfortable. And now I know not to buy halter necks or single sleeved tops because I don't like them. And I think one of the reasons that I used to buy these things is because I wasn't aware of the difference between like fashion and style. And I think this is a very important thing when putting together your capsule wardrobe. So fashion is very much about being on trend and about the latest things, the things that people are wearing, and they're kind of decided by the designers. They're decided by people who make clothes. They decide what the fashion is going to be. Whereas style is very personal, and it's a little bit more sort of timeless and a little bit more suited to the individual and the lives that they lead. So I used to very much confuse the two, and I used to think that I used to, in order to be stylish, you would have to be fashionable. So you'd have to keep up with the latest trends, and you'd have to be at the shops buying all the latest things and all this kind of thing. When that's not the case at all, because style sort of transcends that. Style is very personal, and it doesn't have to be what's in the shops. It can be just what you like to wear. So the trick then is sort of finding what exactly it is that you like to wear. Which leads me on to what I think is probably the most important thing when putting together your capsule wardrobe. And this is deciding what clothes are actually going to suit you. And we're not going to be talking about colours or patterns or anything just yet. We're just talking about the cut of clothes. So the way I think about it, and it's totally, it's, again, I can't stress this enough. Like, if you don't want to pay any attention to what I'm saying, don't. Like, it's completely up to you. It's completely personal. But the way I think about things is there are 4 sort of important lines on an outfit. There's your neckline, there is your sleeve length, there's sort of your mid cut, so like where a dress might come in, or where your trousers go up to, or where if you're wearing a shirt that falls over your trousers, where that is. So where your outfit kind of cuts you in the middle, and where the outfit actually ends. So if it ends at your ankles, or if it's a skirt, it might go above the knee, or you could be wearing shorts, this kind of thing. It's all about those 4 lines and deciding what your preference is in those 4 lines. So I've already mentioned this, but I never really buy anything low cut because I don't feel comfortable wearing it. I'd much rather be covered up. I quite like this cut, or maybe I like a slight turtleneck, or if I am going to go slightly low cut, then I like to go kind of Bordeaux cut. I just think it's a very nice cut. I just really like that cut. So as well as deciding what you actually like in a cut, it's about eliminating the things that you really don't like. I don't like short sleeve tops because I like having my arms covered. So I really like 3/4 length sleeves, or I'll buy full lengths and I'll roll them up. And as for my midline, I really like things that go to my waist because I feel like they look a bit more slimming, and they make my outfits look a little bit more put together because generally things are tucked in, or I have a lot of crop tops that go just to where my trousers start. And then for my low line, I like to roll up my trousers so that there's a little bit of ankle on show, or if I'm wearing a skirt or some shorts, then I'll usually have them just above the knee because I find that it makes me look a little bit short if they go beyond my knee. But also I have a dress that does go beyond the knee, and I feel like it makes the dress look a bit classier. So it's all a matter of preference and occasion, and the reason that you're buying it. Like, why are you buying this item? And if you don't know what cuts you like, because I was I was in a position where I had so many clothes that it was really obvious to me what I liked and what I didn't like out of the clothes that I ended up getting rid of. But if you're not in a position to sort of know that about yourself because you haven't worn certain cuts or that kind of thing, then I recommend going to the high street or going to a mall. I would recommend buying from these shops because the quality is generally terrible and fast fashion isn't particularly a good thing. But I would recommend going somewhere where there are just loads of clothes, and then trying out a load of different tops with different necklines, trying a few different trousers that go up to different points on your body, and a few different sleeve lengths, and just seeing what you like, just for research. Just take a few photos, make a few notes, and just try and get a list of what your preferences actually are. So once you've got the cuts that you like sorted, then you can start thinking about what patterns you like, or what colours you like, what fabrics you like, all this kind of thing. So as I said in the previous video, I really like wearing blacks, whites and greys, and it's basically due to laziness, I think, because I can just grab anything, put them on, and everything just goes together. And also it means that when I wear red lipstick, it really pops, which I really like as well. And the last point I want to make is I just want to sing the benefits of buying secondhand, because fast fashion and buying from malls or buying from the high street, obviously not every single shop is like this, but quite a lot of them are, it's almost disposable. Like, the quality is very, very poor. They are made to kind of fall apart in the washing machine almost, because they want you to go out and buy some more, because the whole thing is that this fashion thing's on a cycle, and that something will go out of fashion, you will get the next thing that'll fall apart, and you'll go get the next thing. And fast fashion is also really bad ethically and for the environment, so it's best not to give something that isn't good our money. So we basically have 2 options here. We can choose really good companies who, if you go on the website, you can see where the clothes are made, you can see the factory, you can get a bit of information about the factory workers. I love companies like that. But the only problem is they tend to be quite expensive, which is very much a comment on the clothes that you can buy cheaply. So, if you can buy a top for £6, how is it come to cost £6? Like, obviously they're making more than the smaller companies who are doing everything ethically, but if one top is £6, you need to be thinking about where's it come from, who's made it, and what conditions is that person who made it working in, what's that factory like. If you can find a company who are willing to share that information with you, then you're supporting something good. But the problem with these companies is they tend to be quite expensive. So what I like doing is buying from charity shops, and if you can find the right item in the right charity shop, then you'll have something that's high quality, that stood the test of time. You get it for a fraction of the price, and you're supporting something good. And if you can build your capsule wardrobe this way, then not only are you going to be looking great, but your money is going to have gone to some fantastic companies or some fantastic charities. And I think it's really important that, as well as our focus being on looking really good, our focus should be on doing good as well. And if we can do good just by putting together some outfits, then why not? So I feel like I rabbited on a bit, so I'm just going to do a quick summary, but my 3 main points are: 1, why did you declutter the clothes that you decluttered? 2, what cuts do you like, or what cuts don't you like, so therefore you know not to buy those? And 3, buy secondhand when possible. They are my 3 points. And I hope that this video was of some use, and I hope that you are having a lovely day. Please feel free to follow me on my Instagram and to check out my blog, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much for stopping by. I will see you later. Goodbye.